Well, good morning, good morning. We're glad you're here. It's 8:29. We're going to gong ourselves in a minute. Let me know where you are. We are glad you're here. We're about to enter into Coffee with Casper. Here's the Casper. Come on up. There he is. Oh, oof, oof. There he is. Let me know that you're with us. Here we go. We got everything happening. It looks to me like we're live. We're up on Facebook. We're up on YouTube. And we're glad you're here. And we're just going to spend 20 minutes together to remind ourselves what we already know and to take a vibrational moment to make sure we're vibing up at the highest possible level in an important time. Good morning from Palm Desert. Good to see you this morning, Candace. Thank you for the poster. Good morning from South Carolina, Becky. Nice to see you this morning. There we go. Everybody's watching their watches. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we'll get ready to gong ourselves in. Alrighty then. Hope you have your beverage of choice to hang out for just 20 minutes together and remind ourselves. Here we go. There it is. It's 8:30. We're going to gong ourselves in. All right. So let's everybody take a deep breath in. We're going to let out the sound ah. Take a big deep breath in. Let it go really deep. And then you're going to let out the sound ah and relax the shoulders. Good morning, Missy Grant from North Carolina. Good morning, Lena from Chula Vista. Nice to see you this morning. All right. We got some sweethearts with us today. All right. Let's take a big deep breath in. Just reminding ourselves there's only one life. That life is the life of the one energy itself, God's source. And I am that. Another big deep breath in. And now this time, bring the energy into your heart center. And let's just dwell there for a few minutes. Well, I'm so glad you're all here this morning. We're glad everybody will catch up with us at the right and perfect time, because that's really what we're all about today. Carol Barber, welcome, Carol. Nice to see you this morning. So today's title was entitled Upstairs Thinking. And so what we know, what we have already learned, is that we are spiritual beings, and that we are mental beings, and we are physical beings. And being spiritual, mental, and physical recreates the nature of the one itself. Source, energy itself, is spiritual, mental, and physical. And we recreate the image and likeness of God, or source, and that's why we're born in the image and likeness of God, because we are spiritual, mental, and physical beings. Good morning, Mark from Atascadero. Nice to see you this morning. I know you had a birthday this week. Happy birthday week. If we are spiritual, mental, and physical beings, then we have the capacity to change the vibration. And that's why we use the gong, to remind us that there's a vibration, the sum total of everything we think, say, do, and feel translates into all of those different levels: spiritual, mental, physical, emotional, all of those different levels. And that determines the vibration that's coming from us, from all of those levels of our being. And the only place where we have a rudder, meaning that we can steer the direction of where things are going, is in our conscious mind. Things will go according to our subjective beliefs. The sum total of our beliefs come out as our experience. That's because of the law of the circle, or the law of mind. That which comes from me returns to me, yes? So when we talk about upstairs thinking, it's living. If we are spiritual, mental, and physical beings, the physical part we know does not last forever. Although what we know is that energy doesn't die, it changes form. So what we know is that the reality of our being is in fact the I am that I am. The I am that the spirit of life, source, God, Father, Mother, whatever you want to call it, created us as an idea in its image and likeness, and set us free to discover who and what we are. If it was imposed on us to know ourselves as magnificent spiritual beings, then we wouldn't be free. And the free will, which matches God, God has complete free will, and you and I have complete free will. But remember, we are one with the one. If we are choosing that which is not in line with the one, then we have set up a disparity, right? A vibrational disparity. And that's what causes what we call pain, right? Pain and suffering, whether on any level, whether it's emotional, physical. Good morning, Tricia, from, I think, Moore Park or more somewhere. You're out there somewhere. I know you're out taking care of some friend, being your good ministerial self. So what we want to remind ourselves today is there's a place, we look at the newspapers, we look at what's happening in the world, and what's happening in the world is filled with the waves of success, waves of failure, waves of ecstasy, waves of fear, waves of doubt. They're the waves, and the vibration that we're impressing upon the law of the circle determines on what those waves are doing. What we also know is that the vast majority of souls believe that they are victims of life, that life just comes to them and they must deal with it. When in truth, we are the co-creators of life. We are the ones that through our self-awareness, through consciously being aware, can tune in to what we're doing with our vibration, and then we can begin to replace fear with faith and begin to work from the aspect of our being, which is the highest aspect of our being, which is our spiritual nature. Everyone has the capacity to access their high self. It takes practice when we've spent a lifetime being a victim and being afraid and putting our energies into fear and doubt, as opposed to putting our energies into peace and love and joy and justice and freedom and victory and equality and prosperity. Health, wealth, and success are normal. Greetings from Whittier, and hi from Louisville, Kentucky, Elise. Nice to see you. So when we talk about upstairs thinking, we're talking about bringing into our awareness every day, because the race is not doing it. The race is not putting their attention on oneness, liberty, justice, freedom, equality, and prosperity, on a higher order of being. The vast majority of the race is not. However, you and I are what we call light workers. We have become aware of the fact that there is only one life, that I belong to that one life, that I'm in an eternal relationship with that one life. I got a casper hair in my eye. I'm in an internal relationship with that life, and that I set the tone of that relationship. Hence we see from the psalmist says, today, this is the day, the Lord being that which receives the impress of our thought, our consciousness, the law of the circle, and returns to us. We have to set the tone of what we're doing with that vibration by means of our conscious awareness. In other words, I can't just wish I had a better vibration will not give you a better vibration. Practicing that which is love and truth and beauty, recognizing that health, wealth, love, and success are normal, right? Health and success are normal, and going with the flow, merrily we row the boat, gently down the stream, not fighting it, not running against it, but finding out how to tune in to that which brings us joy or makes us merry, in the case of that particular little children's song, right? Merrily, gently down the stream. The river of life is moving a certain way. It's actually moving to expanding itself, to becoming aware of itself as you and me in a more powerful way than it's ever known before. You cannot know yourself as one with the one unless you start practicing your awareness that I am one with the one. The one itself, source, is eternal. Harmony is its first law, because we know that because eternality is eternal. Energy is indestructible. It simply changes form. So we are one with an indestructible reality, and the idea that my consciousness, I am aware that I am one, Therefore, my spiritual nature, my mental nature, will always go with me. And the close, as we often share from the Tibetan Book of the Dead, right? I came from the light, I put on a coat of skins, and I shall return to the light. And when I return to the light, I will spirit, soul, and body. I will use my awareness of my I am self and manifest in the next dimension of expression that is my perfect right place, that I may continually to grow and expand forever. I love the quote from Ernest Holmes, the philosopher from the last century. We are born to have fun living, to consciously commune with a presence that is within and around us, and to joyously grow and expand forever. Now, if we're living our lives responding to the daily news, responding to the fears in the universe, responding to the wars, responding to prejudices, responding to hates, when we're living that way, we are contributing to the recreation of that through the law of the circle in our own experience. When we decide to live upstairs, which is, I know that I am one with the one is whole, complete, and perfect, and I am whole and complete and perfect. I was born in the image and likeness of Source itself to grow and expand forever, to become aware of my own spiritual magnificence. How many times have you heard me say the Meister Eckhart quote, the wonderful mystic from the 12th century, so far ahead of his time, 13th century, 1200s, right? The soul has two faces. This I am presence that came from the light, the one that I am, that came from the light, has two faces. One is busy gazing at the glory of God, the glory of the Most High, the glory of the light itself, what it is to be in communion with the light. And the other is directing the senses. But it is only as I lift my thinking and go upstairs, away from the tumult of the world, away from the waves that are splashing on the surface, and draw from the eternal source of the I am that I am into my life today. This is the day the Lord has made, and I choose to be joyful and grateful within it. I choose to comfortably live my life and fulfill my purpose. I choose to listen to the I am presence, which is guiding, guarding, protecting, directing me, and leading me into the paths of expansion. And the more I become aware of my spiritual nature by dwelling in upstairs thinking, not, oh my God, what am I going to do? And I don't have the answer, and I don't know what's going to happen next, and there's uncertainty in the world, and there might be a hurricane coming, and we don't know what humanity is going to decide. We don't know which each state will decide. We don't know what the neighborhood's going to do. But if we begin to vibrate peace, peace be unto thee, stranger. Enter and be not afraid. You can be the place that says there's a place of peace because I've touched it in my meditations today. I can know that this power for good in the universe, which is available to me, I can use, and I can call on it for the benefit of other people. I can call on it to benefit myself. I can call on it to heal, to uplift, to inspire myself, yes, and others also. And I can be an instrument through which this light of the world, the light of the one, the light of the cosmos itself, moves into the world through my own conscious aware. Hey there, Reverend Patrick from Kauai. You guys are doing such a great work out there. I love seeing your stuff. You're out there vibing. This great spiritual teachers are with us in this day, just participating and joining us in sharing these 20 minutes to remind ourselves who and what we really are and what we have to bring to the table. But it's going to mean we have to go upstairs. Now, this is a quote given to Albert Einstein. I have noticed over the decades of trying to tune myself into upstairs thinking that I attract through my friends and colleagues. Some are with us today, and some of us are just connected because we are, each of us, vibrating in dwelling in this I am one with the one space. I belong to the one. The one is love and joy and freedom and justice and peace and poise and beauty and power. And I can bring those qualities into my life today. How? Well, the master teacher gave a very simple instruction thousands of years ago? And the answer is you ask, you seek, and you knock. I ask, I move in the direction of what it is I have asked for, sometimes by making baby steps, by making phone calls, by reaching out to a friend, by making a contact, by asking out loud, what is it that I know or what is it that I need to know? I ask, and then I move in the direction of what I'm asking for, and then I'm seeking it. I'm seeking it. Was this showing me the gift of what's mine to do, of how I can be present in the one, as the one, with the one, in this day, right? It's a daily practice and a daily communion that brings us to the place. That's the old joke, how do I get to Carnegie Hall? The answer is practice, practice, practice. How do I bring more light into the world? I ask and I seek and I knock on a daily basis. And then I move my feet in the direction of what it is I'm dreaming for or what I have asked for. If I don't see it, then I knock again. I knock on that door again. I need the right and perfect job so that I may provide for my family and friends. I need the right and perfect connections so that I can joyously give my gifts to the world. You have a right to ask for what it is that you believe is the right direction for your soul, and to daily ask, show me the way. Show me the magic. Show me the magic of what it is to be an immortal spiritual being in the human experience. What it is to bring my spiritual awareness as a human being into the human condition, into the vibrations all around me. So here's the quote from Einstein. We don't know, I haven't done the research to verify all of these things. A lot of credit is given to Einstein, but nonetheless, truth is in this statement. It's amazing. Albert Einstein, who won the Nobel Peace Prize for Physics in 1921, everything is energy, and that's all there is to it. Well, that's now scientifically known. That's a common reality. Energy and matter are equal and interchangeable. E equals mc squared. Simplified without the math is E equals m, right? Everything is energy, and that's all there is to it. Match the frequency of the reality you want, and you cannot help but get that reality. Match the frequency. That would be the vibration. All things are vibrating light. Even matter is just vibrating light, just vibrating much slower, right? And if you match the frequency, you cannot help but get that reality. Everything is energy, and that's all there is to it. Match the frequency of the reality you want, and you cannot help but get that reality. It can be no other way. This is not philosophy. This is physics. This is not a philosophy. This is the way the universe works. You and I are dealing with universal truth. It belongs to all people. It belongs to all people. It's everywhere present. It doesn't matter whether you call it New Thought. It doesn't matter whether you call it Holmesian or Fillmorian or Severian or Thoreauian or Emersonian. It doesn't matter. Or Jesusian or Buddha-ing. It doesn't matter what name you give it. All things are vibration. And if you put out a vibration that says, I am that which is love and light in the world, and I'm calling on that love and light in the world, in my mind, in my body, in my experience. And now I'm opening my eyes to my own particular desires and those things that I have asked and have been seeking and am knocking on the door of. I'm looking for awe and wonder in all of the things that I do, because I've taken the time to separate myself from the fear of the race, from the vibrations of racism, from the vibrations of prejudices, from not knowing that each and every soul is the I am presence, and each and every soul has the right to reach up into their high nature, to bring forward this upstairs thinking into their lives. But you can't bring upstairs thinking into your life unless you're thinking upstairs. You have to be the upstairs thinker. I am the one drawing on the source of my being in my daily life, in my perfect breath. The breath of life is being done unto me. So I'm taking this breath as a holy breath. I'm taking this day as a day to remember who and what I am. I'm taking this day to ask and seek and knock, that I may bring more light into the world, that I can be an instrument of peace and harmony and abundance and health in the world, that I can share the overflowing goodness from my own cup, because there is no limit to the good that is mine. Good and more good is mine, and there's no limit to the good that is mine. I have the right to be the place where the vibration of the Most High is contributing to the transformation of humankind. And I'm guessing that that's what you came here to do, because we're all in this morning vibrating together. If you've seen anything valuable or felt anything valuable in our 20 minutes together today, please share the video. Share it on Facebook. We're on YouTube. Like it, follow, share it on your groups, wherever you're in. Go to LinkedIn. Any way you know how to use the technology to just do your part by contributing this vibration out into cyberspace, which goes out around the world and is available to every soul who wants to vibrate toward it. This is Coffee with Casper. I'm Harry Morgan Moses. You're a light worker in the world, and who you are is something magnificent. Until we meet again, we invite you to go in the light, as the light, and with the light. May the long-time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide you on your way. And oh yes, we'll see you next week on Coffee with Casper. Make it a great week. Let's stay upstairs. Bye for now.